Okay, so because thanks for coming on time, so maybe we start. So it's very pleasure, and actually it's my honor on behalf of our Department of Health Technology and Informatics, HTI, to start with the info seminar for one of our master programs. So actually the same day, the same venue, you will listen to other master program, six, held by our department. And on behalf of our department, I will give you a brief introduction about the Master of Science in Medical Laboratory Science. So in short, MSc in MLS, okay? And then as mentioned, all these master program, particularly MSc program, are under postgraduate scheme in health technology. So before I'm going to talk about the program aims, objectives for the program, I'd like to highlight, I just learned from the information from our senior colleagues. Actually, this MSc MLS program has been held for longer than 25 years. So since 1995. So very long history. And all our teachers, professors, we put a lot of effort. We like to put a lot of effort in teaching, education, and aiming to provide professionals, particularly in medical laboratory science and health technology, to develop advanced levels of knowledge and skills in clinical laboratory. In other words, actually, most of our students, they are already working in the hospital, including private lab, including HA, public hospitals, to work as a medical technologist to help for the test for diagnostics. Okay, so we like to provide advanced top-up knowledge to help these professionals in clinical laboratory. However, recent years, we do have many good student candidates. They coming from basic science, for example, biological science, biochemistry. So if you are also interested we also want to provide translational knowledge for molecular diagnostics, particularly after the COVID-19 pandemic. So molecular diagnosis already become a very important field. Therefore, we are willing also put efforts and resources, including hands-on practical training for our students in molecular diagnostics. Okay, so we start from a very simple structure, but I will show you details soon. So this master MSc program, similar to all the MSc program in the university, and most of these taught postgraduate MSc program, we are self-financed. Means that our students, you choose and take the required subjects and any elective, but then you need to register for specific credits, self-finance, and the requirement for most of our MSc programs is 30 credits as a minimum requirement. So for these 30 credits, means that most of our subjects, 3 credits. So you need to take at least 10 subjects. And we design the structure. I'm going to show you soon. For full-time program, the normal study period is 1.5 years. And for part-time program is 3 years. But this is just follow our university policy about the normal study period. But as mentioned, this program is self-financed, self-paced, means that if you like to finish earlier, you can take the subjects you like and then complete the compulsory subject within even 2 years for part-time, okay? And so for the entrance requirement, as mentioned, because our program, MSc MLS, we aim to provide top-up knowledge, advanced knowledge for those already working in the field. So most of them, they will study as part-time mode. Yes, so the requirement, we prefer a BSc degree in medical laboratory science or biomedical sciences. But also if you have background For example, you have biological background, biochemical background related to health science or applied sciences. Welcome to study with us. But then, as mentioned, because we train professional, the knowledge, so if you have relevant post-qualification working experience, is preferable. Yes, because most of the part-time studies, they are already working as a medical technologist. But as mentioned, recent years, we do offer particularly full-time program for those, if you have BSc degree in basic science, including biological science, biochemistry, even chemical science, we will consider once you have good academic performance. Yes, but then this not only for basic science student, no, don't make it wrong. We consider good academic performance as a key requirement for admission. And the structure, as mentioned, so I'm going to show you the detailed structure for the 30 credits. Firstly, we have compulsory subjects, so including research method and biostatistics, and integrated medical laboratory science. This is a PBL based. We discuss case studies for this subject. And we also have compulsory dissertation. This is a research project. Okay, so compulsory. You may ask why we talk about research for top postgraduate program, but I would like to highlight because we will show you the example. Actually, we hope to help the Hong Kong professional environment. Even any field, research mindset is very important. So we will give our students the training for research mindset, develop a research work, and even the techniques is very important for develop any medical technologies or laboratory science. Yes, but then we won't put so high workload like research program. So that's the situation, but they are compulsory. And for other, so you say 15 credits, compulsory, other 15 credits, you can choose 5 subjects for all this. This is the list, the subjects we are offering. So actually we train our students, you get MSc in medical laboratory science. And then we also give a highlight. We can have the student, you can have the option to obtain a specialism in molecular diagnostics. This means that in your award certificate, you will have MSc in MLS bracket molecular diagnostics. So these are two streams. We have a little bit different subject design. Okay, so firstly, focus on conventional, traditional MSc in MLS. So you can see that compulsory subjects, and we have core subjects. So among these core subjects, you can select at least 9 credits, 3 subjects, right? And also elective subjects. Later, I will show you a full picture, including other MSc programs. Actually, any subjects from them can also be your elective subjects. Okay, but here I like to highlight the major course for medical laboratory science is this 4 core discipline. We call this core discipline. So including clinical chemistry, hematology and transfusion science, histopathology and cytology, and medical microbiology. Okay, so this is the 4 core discipline for medical laboratory science, because our student, after you graduate either from our BSc or MSc program, you have the chance to work in the professional career path. And this four area is important part. We need to perform diagnostic tests to help diagnose it in this area. Okay, so I like to ask, you know this culture for bacteria, right? Or fungus? So which area? Yeah, good. Microbiology. So I like to ask, although not many of you, but it's okay. How many of you are working in microbiology lab? No, none. Okay, maybe I change question. Then how many of you may be interested in working in the microbiology diagnosis? Not interested? Then why you are here? No, it's okay, because maybe you are interested. Okay, the second area. Second area, we have diagnostic investigation for blood cells. Any disease related to blood cell abnormalities or any blood group, for example, in the antibody in the plasma or antigen on the red cells. What is this area? Can you name this subject? Blood cells? Oh, good. Hematology, yes, hematology. And we also have two other co-disciplines. So clinical chemistry means that we test the samples. The samples can be collected also from blood, but can be collected from urine, liquid biopsy, etc. But the target is not in the cells. The target is about any chemical component or protein or glucose, any difference in that sample specimens that may relate to the disease. So that is clinical chemistry discipline. And histopathology, you can see this figure, means that the medical technologists or medical scientists, you need to perform tissue section, tissue staining, and then observe any abnormal morphology change. Even we can use antibody to do staining, any abnormal proteins. So this is related to histopathology or cellular pathology. Okay, so this is the 4 core discipline. And for molecular diagnosis, as mentioned, it's getting more important, particularly after pandemic. But even long time ago, go back to SARS, molecular diagnosis already been a very important tool developed for Hong Kong, particularly infections diagnosis. Okay, so this is the 5th discipline. And then so we provide specific subject for training in this field, because we consider that molecular diagnosis means that we target any genetics, for example, mutation in the DNA, RNA, or any protein, the molecular change. Therefore, that related to big data analysis after we accumulate all this data. Therefore, bioinformatics is a compulsory core subject for molecular diagnosis. So these four core subjects, actually, if you like to get this specialism, you need to complete all these bioinformatics in health science, molecular technology in the clinical laboratory, and clinical application of molecular diagnosis in healthcare, and including workshop on advanced molecular diagnostic technology. Workshop, it means that we will give you hands-on training, practical classes, including next generation sequencing, all these advanced technique. Okay, and then these are elective subjects. But before that, I'd like to highlight again the importance and then reflect why I mentioned research mindset is important. Because for molecular diagnostic science, if there is no further development, we still stick on simple preparation, simple tests, then this field in Hong Kong will not improve. But because we focus on research, we have research mindset, we develop new innovation. So during the pandemic in our department, for example, Professor Liang's team, they can identify SARS-CoV-2 virus through molecular technique very fast to trace the transmission. Okay, and then Professor Su's team, he also won the team award for Health Research Symposium from Health Bureau. And then their team developed based on next generation sequencing, they can trace any mutation on the SARS-CoV-2. Okay, so that's very important for COVID-19. In addition, we also have Professor Yip's team, our department head, Professor Yip. He collaborated with another department, biomedical engineering, Dr. Thomas Lee, they developed a gold lung molecular assay, and also combined with a portable, ultra-fast nucleic acid testing system. So that is the development, not only for COVID-19, can be applied in any nucleic acid testing, including any environmental infection, any food, any bacterial, nucleic acid testing, even cancer. But for cancer, we also have Dr. Martin Yuan, Dr. Alex Wong, even as a postdoc. They developed AI, novel AI automated histological system for carcinoma cancer detection. So even AI can apply for histopathology, the histo tissue, for diagnosis any cancer. Okay, so these two research innovation from HTI, they won gold awards in Geneva, the Geneva International Exhibition and Invention this year. Okay, so after talk about the importance for molecular diagnostics and important innovation from our colleagues, our professors, I'd like to show you the whole picture again. So for the postgraduate scheme, as mentioned, there are different MSc programs, including medical imaging and radiation science. And this is MLS, medical laboratory science. So just have an idea. So for example, every year, we will send the list to remind our students. So this is the subject for semester 1. And this is the subject for semester 2. Because the situation is that we do offer a lot of subjects. Previously, I remember previously in InfoDay, some of your senior they will ask, what's the difference between our program offer in PolyU and the similar program offer in other university? I'd like to say, firstly, we know that we do put a lot of efforts for teaching education. There are many subjects. If you like to get more knowledge, you are freely to select them before you complete all the compulsory subjects. Okay, but then one thing we need to remind you, because we mentioned about this is self-paced, you need to pay attention that some subjects we may offer once per 2 years. For example, as mentioned, the workshop on advanced molecular diagnostic technologies, because this is practical based. We need to provide the resources for you to perform practical training in the laboratory. So it's better for our students, you do catch up the required subjects, and then we will remind you. Yes, and then if we consider these 2 years, we do have many more students, more candidates. If molecular diagnosis is really the focus, we are willing to even open this training every year. Okay, so that is the list. In addition to our current MSc, there is a new program for our postgraduate scheme related to molecular diagnosis. But this is the new program held by our chair professor, Hong Kong STEM scholar, MSc in medical data science. So they are 5 subjects we haven't released. There will be new subjects related more on the molecular and then genetics, including advanced molecular biology and genetics, algorithm in bioinformatics and then genomics. If you are interested in bioinformatics, AI, you will gain more knowledge if your background is not from computer science, for example. So you can still study in our MLS, but then you have the opportunity to learn, including genomics, technology and functional genomics, system biology, latest advance in computer biology. Okay, and Alex, Max, you are taking photo, but I'm introducing another master program. Yes, it's okay, because the whole day, as mentioned, until 5, the same room, we start from our MSc MLS. But as mentioned, MSc in medical data science, the new program, if you are interested, the info seminar will be held at 2 p.m. afternoon. We also have MSc in medical imaging and radiation science, and then MSc in medical physics. Okay, in addition to this, even afternoon 1 p.m., you are also welcome. We have a new program, Master of MLS. This is not MSc, because we want to distinguish. This Master of Medical Laboratory Science is an entry program. For example, if you are really eager to enter the professional field, you have the chance. And then for our MSc, MLS, we provide 30 credits, right? For you to get more training on this. So that can help you to have some opportunity if you like to go to register in MLT board. But the master entry program, they will provide you more subjects, 80 credits, for you to even get much higher chance if your aim is to register from your original basic science BSc. Okay, so you are welcome to join afternoon 1 p.m. Okay, then we go back. So in addition to those teaching-based subjects, teaching class, including practicals for some molecular diagnostic classes, and we also provide dissertation research project as mentioned. So dissertation, normally 9 credits. It takes 3 semesters, but as mentioned that we do hope our students can get some research training, laboratory-based research project, even meta-analysis-based research project, bioinformatics, dry lab-based research project. We can offer you the opportunity for the training. Yes, because as mentioned that this top master program is different as a research program. And for laboratory, for research projects, our department, we have well-equipped laboratories, including teaching lab and research lab. So for example, we have cell culture facility, flow cytometry, molecular biology, and then genomic equipment. Okay, so flow cytometry is important for hematology, immunology lab, and micro dissection confocal is important for histopathology. We can have laser dissection to capture single cell. That is actually advanced, already applied in clinical research already. And MADI-12 is a very important equipment for molecular diagnosis for the protein. However, that nowadays, this already implemented in microbiology lab, in clinical lab. Okay, so just give you an idea. Those are advanced equipment, not only for teaching, but also research. We can say that we have most advanced equipment, including MADI-12, NGS, digital PCR, and this is from our department. But we also, for PolyU, we have many core facility. So for example, we have very advanced confocal microscope, and then the MADI-12 mass to detect mutation. This is from, as mentioned, from one of the core facility related to our discipline closely. So this is the University Research Facility in Life Science, ULS. They provide even much expensive, advanced expensive equipment for proteomics, metabolomics, confocal microscopy. Even you can see here, these two newest implemented equipment is, I cannot say it's equipment, it's held by one room. It's a cryotransmission electron microscopy. And also we have MRI, magnetic resolution imaging for animal, for mouse. Okay, so that is well equipped for all this research. So even if you are not in the field, and then maybe, as mentioned, your aim is you like to gain more translational knowledge. I like to get a supplement. Even later you want to have higher study, for example, PhD, maybe not many, but then for our master program, this dissertation still recognized if you are going to enter PhD. Yes, just one supplementation. In addition to environment, equipment, most important, as mentioned, we have many professors, teachers. We dedicate on education. Particularly, we have specific professors, experts for specific core discipline, including hematology, including microbiology, cellular pathology, clinical chemistry, molecular diagnostics. And in addition, we have very experienced chair professor, same doctor for the bioinformatics, medical data science, and also a lot of experts for biomedical science research. Yes, okay. So this is the academic supervisors. You may have a chance if you come to study with us. And at the end, award requirement. So as mentioned, for study in our MSc program, you can get MSc in medical laboratory science as a regular scheme. But if you complete these compulsory subjects we design for molecular diagnostics, you will be able to get MSc in MLS bracket molecular diagnostics. And this MSc degree is recognized parts of the requirement for in the future, if you are working in a clinical lab that can fulfill the requirement for molecular diagnostic tag signatory. Means that you will be able to release the report for molecular diagnostics. Okay, one more thing. So the course design, we provided very completed course options. All these follow the rule. So both of our BSc and our MSc programs, they are IBMS accredited. So we have accreditation from Institute of Biomedical Science from UK. Okay, so most of the course design, including the research projects, follow the guideline from the IBMS. And if you are interested, again, welcome to apply and study with us. So this is the application selection date. Actually, the application already started. And so we will consider the first round in late November, and second round, January, third round, March, fourth round, April. This means that if you already submit your application, we will call for shortlist for interview. If you have the chance to enter the interview, we will call shortlist. So you may have interview for December, February, April, and May, for example. And the formal deadline is 30 April 2024. This is the formal deadline. Okay, and then after these 4 rounds of shortlist interview, we will select the student candidates to fulfill the quota. So this year, for full-time program, as mentioned, we will focus on the MSc MLS in molecular diagnosis for full-time students. So we will select 10 students to enter this program, and 20 to 25 for part-time, because as mentioned, our major aim is to provide advanced knowledge for those candidates already working in the clinical laboratory. Okay, 20 to 25. Okay, so that's all for the brief introduction about our program structure and the application information for admission. So if you have any question, welcome to visit. We also have consultation session in Y building. So you go out, turn right, Lý Shù Ký building, Y building, 9th floor. We have consultation session. If you have even more details, personal question, you can ask me. Yeah, I'm Dr. Huang. I came from Taiwan, but I can understand Cantonese, no problem. So if you have any question, even you are too shy, you can just email me, or welcome to visit consultation section. We have lab tour also in Y building for demonstration for the full core discipline. Okay, thank you. And any question, you are welcome.